I had a call with someone yesterday who's quite a high-end, he's 22-year-old, I won't tell you who he is, but he's making 15 to 35K a month in a job where he's basically doing Airbnbs to USA and putting out a roadmap for Airbnbs, completely like off topic. But we had a free call. I spoke to him for an hour and a half on the phone. The free call went, and he's like, bro, how many members do you have? I'm like, oh, probably like 1,200 across all 3 products. He's like, why the fuck do you not have thousands? And I'm like, well, I went a bit sort of hard on myself and sort of said we're a bit like, we're probably not, I don't know, we've been elite at sort of growing. Like we have to appreciate we are 1,200 members is a lot. Like that's huge. But then like, he's like, why don't you have 10,000? And I kind of didn't really know how to answer that. I think it's obviously multi-factored or faceted, whatever. It's because of us not doing certain things, but it's also because I don't think a lot of people actually believe it works.
I'd say it's just because people are so close-minded. They see the gambling industry and it's just automatically red flag.
And they can't be fucked as well.
Laziness is the biggest thing for me.
I think it's that. That's what Mayo said.
Yeah.
He literally said what did he say? Can't be fucked or something. Mayo, why people don't do it?
Well, excuse his French, but he said because they're lazy cunts.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I fully agree with that.
French, you reckon?
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Well, they're his words, not mine.
So,
I never say that word.
It's delayed gratification combined with laziness. Because you don't get the results of this in your first month. Therefore, you see the first month and you give up.
Yeah, wait for the video that I made yesterday.
Is it out?
No, I haven't posted on Instagram yet. It's in my drafts.
Oh, the one on TikTok.
Oh, yeah, it did go on TikTok, actually. Yeah.
Your friend, can I mention your friend?
Who's my friend?
Family friend?
Sure, yeah.
She almost threw the towel in after a month. Because she found
it was like 2 weeks, yeah.
Or 2 weeks because she...
I don't think she almost threw the towel in, but she was like...
She was
like, oh, I don't know if I can be like,
she's a mum.
this sort of thing.
She's
She's a mum.
kids?
No, she got one kid.
Yeah. One kid, mum, husband.
I'm listening.
And basically she's like, she'd never bet before. She just never fucking doesn't know anything about sport and all the markets. And she might know sport, but she didn't know how to find the markets. Yeah. And she's like, probably we need to fix this up in our content. We don't actually teach people how to use the apps or like how to actually navigate across like Sportsbet or Bet365 or whatever. So she's like, that was taking up so much of her time at the start, and she kind of just almost like, oh, what the fuck? What's the point of this? But then yesterday she bought Platinum, and now she's like, I'm ready to do this properly. And it's like, of course, like you actually got through the hardest bit. The hardest bit is like seeing it and justifying the time you invest at the start.
Yeah.
So it's not for some people, it's not laziness. It's kind of like they're not willing or they can't see the gratification that comes later.
I think, now that you explain that, I think it still is, as sort of what Lenny was saying as well. People still aren't convinced it fully does work as well. So I think there's that element to it. And so then particularly with, my friend, I think she made a bit of profit and of course I've known her for years as well. And like, she knows that I'm an honest person. So we're not selling a scam sort of thing. Well, yeah. No, of course. Yeah. But like, so that helps. But I want to do a quick video. I want to do a quick explanation on the podcast.
Are you in there, right? Yeah,
I'm in it. It'll be very quickly. So basically, JP, we're talking about delayed gratification. And on the table, everywhere, I think there's about 10 grand roughly on the table at the moment. And everyone sees 10 grand and goes, fuck, I would like that 10 grand. I bet if whoever's watching this going, I wouldn't mind 10 grand. The only problem is you can have this 10 grand. Anyone can have this 10 grand. Like there's people who are following that have probably made 10 grand, probably made more than that. But if you're someone who has never matched bet before, you can have this 10 grand. And I'd say that on average, you're probably going to get that in your first 10, 11 months, I reckon. I
was going to say 9.
I was going to say 9, but I'd say, let's play it safe. In your next 12 months, if you start match betting today, you will have this 10 grand. It won't be cash because who the fuck has 10 grand in cash? We have this because people receive cash differently than numbers in their bank account. But anyway, you can have it. The only problem is in your first month, that's all you've got. That's all you make. Now, you probably make a little bit more, but for the point of this, that's all you're going to make in your first month. You're going to make that $60.
For those listening on Spotify, how much did you just tell?
$60.
3 $20 notes. So $60. That's all you get in your first month. So if you can't be fucked, you only make that $60. Well, then that's it. That's your $60. So see you later. That's all you make. Now, in your second month, all of a sudden, what's that about? $140? You make another $140. So after your first 2 months, you make $200. Hopefully, what you see there is not the fact that you've put in, 3 or 4 hours every single Saturday for $200. Hopefully, because a comment we get a lot of the time is, well, I could just go pick up a job and earn more than that. More
Good
like
luck.
you made $200 in your first 2 months. I could just go work a job. Yes, you could. Correct. And you're going to make potentially $400 doing those hours over your first 2 months doing that job. So you're going to make double, but you're only going to make $400 over those 2 months, 12 months down the line. Whereas 12 months down the line, all of a sudden, month 3, you make $400. Month 4, you make $600. Month 5, you've all of a sudden, you see where I'm going with it. All of a sudden, it compounds and it grows. So if you can't put up with the fact that in your first month, you're only going to make $40. Now, you probably make a little bit more, but you're only going to make $40, maybe $140. If you can't push through and be patient enough, then you literally don't deserve the $10. Stay broke.
Someone actually messaged us, Steve, this
10
morning,
bucks?
and I mapped it out for them as a system sub.
Oh, yeah.
He said, "How can you make 10K on a $15 to $20 unit?"
Maybe just he doesn't see
But that's
the idea of scaling up unit sizes and stuff.
Yeah, well, that's what I wrote. I said first 3 months, $10 units, approximately $750 profit. That might be tiny bit over. So that's in 3 months, though. Then I said next 3 months, $20 units, $1,500 profit. So 6 months in, you've made about $2,200 profit. Then I said the next 3 months, $40 units, $3,000 profit. The next 3 months, $50 units, $4,500 profit. The end of that period, that's $9,750 profit in 12 months on a on a 65% bonus turnover.
Yeah.
So Platinum Squad members are going to far surpass that. But that's literally a roadmap. $750 in the first 3 months, $1,500 in the next 3 months, $3,000 in the next 3 months, $4,500 in the next 3 months. It compounds.
That's
so
not including
fucking
anything
quickly.
else.
No, that's just following the system.
Just on
That's
this
the
too,
system,
all these
yeah.
numbers that Steve and Tom are just throwing out, I'd say they're very conservative.
Very,
you
very
can
conservative.
You can push this way more and make a lot more money a
These
lot
are-
earlier than what's being
These
said.
are based on the assumption that you do things basically
At the
at the
baseline.
slowest rate at the baseline rate. And let's be honest, most people wouldn't do that. But we've set our bar low so that under promise over deliver sort of thing.
Yeah.
But every single one of us, I'm sure, would have made more than 10 grand in their first 12 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd say like
in
most
my
people would make
6
20, 30.
In my 6th or 7th month, I had a 12 grand month.
Yeah, I remember your comment in the Discord. You wrote
That's
that.
definitely not normal, but it is what's possible.
Yeah.
But as I said at the start, all of our content is built so that if you don't even know what the fuck it is, first you learn what it is, and then you have a dead set roadmap, like Steve Lenny said, very conservative, but you have an actual roadmap to 10 grand in 12 months.
And if you're not sure,
Like, it's
fucking
fully
ask.
there.
Like, it literally, there's help everywhere.
Everywhere.
And I remember Lenny, when he made his 12K, I can maybe get the screenshot up. He literally said, I remember the words, I can't see myself having less than a 12K month ever again. That's it. Like, once he saw it work, it's just like,
Yeah, because it was
fuck.
actually a really shit variance month. And I'm just like, what?
And he still
what's
made
going on?
12K. And then he made 28 or something, didn't you?
The next one was 22.